Hey, Ricky. Stop speaking to me. You're mute. NBPA voice. Here we go. Hey guys, it's Ashley, and today I'm reacting to Waiting for the Drop. It's from Ride the Cyclone. Yes, we're still on the ride. Are you tired of hearing me say that yet? I'm not. I'm having fun. Don't worry, I have other content coming out soon. I have to finish this ride. Hopefully we don't die. This is another alternative opening to Fall Fair Suite, which I have already previously reacted to. Here is Waiting for the Drop from the Ride the Cyclone company. They're at the Fifth Avenue Theater and the ACT Theater. I don't know how you could be in two different places. Maybe they're gonna split it up. I don't know. Let's see how it turns out. I already like the beat.
Secure on your ride and strap in and hold on for the ride. And keep your hands inside, oh, it's about to begin. I'm bursting within. Climbing, rising higher, feel my face against the wind. Looking down at it all at the end, stopping their everyday strife. My God, this ride is like my life. Take me up and away, above the small town cliche. To leave this place behind, oh, I'm just waiting for the day. But at the top of the peak, there's a moment when you're king of the world. And suddenly you're hurled over, up and then down, towards the carnival ground. Scream and join the crazy, twisted symphony of sound. Oh, how I love to hear every kind of music blasting in my ears.
Guns N' Roses, Chuck D, the Beatles,
It
and
smells like cotton candy, corn dogs and rancid beers.
colors, lights, and people screaming, what is real and what is dreaming.
Take me higher, no, no, I never wanna stop.
Stomach churning, falling money, kind of freaky, kind of funny.
Okay, so they're doing a really good job performing this and really delivering it. I will say, after hearing the other one, the Fall Fair Suite, it really just sets the tone for the rest of the musical nicely. And again, Jane Doe is not in this one. I have researched and found out that the creators didn't want to introduce that character. When you're trying to introduce a whole show, it's pretty heavy to also introduce Jane Doe, a headless unknown girl, dead girl. So they said, let's wait for a minute and let's set the scene. And this is very dun 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 dun, which kind of reminds me of Star Kid musicals. This is where Darren Criss got his start in Harry Potter the musical. If you didn't know that I'm Harry Potter obsessed, I'm definitely not a muggle, y'all. I love Harry Potter. I'm getting way off topic, but anyway, Harry Potter the musical, and then they made a sequel. This reminds me of the music from Harry Potter the musical that Star Kid Productions did. And that's all satire, it's all a joke. And while with this musical, it really is on the borderline of comedy and creepy, and it stays on that line. And I think that if you cross too far over to one side, it's just it messes with the vibe that we love so much, right? So I can see why we have so many different openings and why they've played around with it and tested them all out. It's kind of awesome though that they've produced them and that we can see them somehow somewhere. So I'm really excited to continue to look through the rest of the openings and see. This one, I think particularly, it was just too bouncy. However, stage direction wise, I know that in Fall Fair Suite, we saw their backside, which was really interesting because it's almost as if the creators didn't want us to get too personal with the characters yet, because then we wouldn't want them to die. If that makes sense. When you're watching a movie and you're seeing someone live life to the fullest and then they're dead, it's a sad feeling that we get, and we don't want to start off with a sad feeling. I know this is a reaction to Waiting for the Drop, but I'm comparing, okay? So in Fall Fair Suite, something is askew, something is off, and that really sets the tone for the rest of the musical. Right here, I'm getting too bouncy too soon. By the time something weird happens, it would be too weird, if that makes sense, because the tone is set differently. Does that make sense? Anyway, but I love the stage direction, how they're on the roller coaster, and that on the little spinning stage, and how they look like they're on a roller coaster. That was really cool. Let's keep watching and see what happens.
Ticka, 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 ticka. Oh, just a waiting for the drops. You don't know up from down.
Oh,
And you feel a little strange
Fall Fair Suite.
from all that spinning round and everything you loved.
Okay, is Ricky is supposed to be mute, like not be able to talk. I wonder if in this version they actually have him talking, because that wouldn't make sense with the rest of the show. So why is he mouthing? I don't like that he's mouthing. I like in the other version of Fall Fair Sweet where he's quiet. I do love this part. So apparently they had this part right. They fell in love with it and they're like, this is good. Again, I love the same motions. It's terrifying. And the breathing, you know, sometimes simply breathing on stage is just such a magical moment. There's something beautiful in the silence and in the movement. Sometimes when we're handed a script, we're so focused on the dialogue that we forget about the motions and what we're portraying. And they're doing such a beautiful job, and the choreographer did such a beautiful job. I just wish Ricky wasn't mouthing the words, because it looks like he's singing. Especially when a lot of people are singing, they're gonna be like, oh, can Ricky sing? I don't know, what do you guys think?
Far behind on the ground, like our far from the city, little itty bitty pretty hometown.
The forced smiles, I couldn't see that in the other one. So when you're on a roller coaster, your face is like, God, I'm on a roller coaster. Oh, and I liked when they were on the roller coaster originally, in the beginning, they still had these same smiles, but because they were on the roller coaster. But now it might be that they're staring down. Oh, and they made reference to their little town. Who was it? Noel? Yeah. Noel was like, oh, this is like my life. I'm so tired of this small town life. And then now they're like, look at our pretty life, our small town down below, because we're dead and we're on a cloud. This is what I think is happening right here, that they're on a cloud and they're looking down. They're like, oh, we're dead. There's our small town.
Just a teeny tiny dot.
Is that why Ricky is able to sing now, because he's no longer mute? I wonder though if it's supposed to be a surprise later that he starts singing, and then all of a sudden his other castmates or his other choir members are like, oh, you can sing now, you can speak now. Someone tell me, is it as soon as he dies, is that when Ricky starts speaking? Guys, I can't wait to see the whole thing. I'm gonna do all these first and then I'm gonna see the whole thing, and it's gonna be awesome when I piece it all together. But someone can tell me that. It's not a spoiler. Tell me, why is he speaking right now? Why is he singing? Is he really singing, or is he just mouthing the words?
On a wee blue ball, and we've all been spinning, round and round and round, and round and round, round and round and round and round and round, and round and round, round and round, and every kind.
Okay, these round and rounds were different. They were much more, they didn't have as many dimensions as Fall Fair Sweet did. Also, what did I pause it on? That's so funny. What is he doing? I saw in a comment that I really liked from Fall Fair Sweet, I saw a comment saying that this was supposed to be whom, as they're falling, maybe they clung to each other, and who did they cling to? That's a theory that I really enjoyed, and they're doing it again, so maybe there's something there. Hey, Ricky, stop speaking to me. You're mute.
Music blasting my ears.
You may dance like that though.
And rants I gotta wear shades 'cause the future's so bright.
Whoa, take me higher, no, no, I never want to stop.
Me down.
Whoa, take me up, right up to the
I'll
top.
never put my feet on the ground.
Whoa, and every kind of music blasting my
Life
ears.
is about to start.
Cotton candy and rants
Never
ears.
should have gotten to that Ricky.
I can't help but watch Noel and Misha, because in the Fall Fair Sweet video that I watched in their company production of it, whoever he was dancing with then, or maybe it was both of them, I know that Noel looks like the same actor. I'm not sure if the Misha is the same actor, y'all tell me. But the other ones were just so precise and like, we are dancing now. And I was like, ooh, they're good. I want to dance with one of them. And this just seems like more, oh, we're gonna be guys and dudes and we're dancing now.
Don't take me higher. Wait, are we still on the track? Uh-oh, felt that drop.
Track, uh-oh. I like that.
Now I know.
Oh, we're never going back. Are we ever going back?
There's a lot of clashing and dissonance in the notes right here. I see where the music composers were going and what they were trying to achieve with this. It doesn't hit home the right way. Okay, are we ever going back? Does that mean that they're dead and they are watching themselves? Or they say, are we still on the track? Uh-oh. Maybe they're like, are we still on the track? And they're not on the track. And that's why they say, uh-oh. And then they're like, we're never going back, we're dead. Someone explain that to me. Maybe I missed something because I do like to talk a lot and I'm really sorry for that, but I miss important things. But I think this one one of the reasons why this one didn't stay is because it was too bouncy. I love though that they kept that beautiful moment when they're singing as a choir and they're doing all this na 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 na, and they're doing the. I love that moment, and I love that that's consistent with Fall Fair Sweet because it's one of my favorites. Jane Doe is missing completely from this, and they added her in the Fall Fair Sweet, which I think was so smart, because an opening number, you have to introduce all your characters. I guess you don't have to, but the main ones, and Jane Doe is definitely a main one that we do need to see or at least get a sense of. And also her theme is just so beautiful. It's definitely, I haven't watched This Is Awesome. It's probably my next one, but it's definitely Jane Doe is definitely my favorite. So I'm very excited that her theme is shown in the beginning, but it also adds another touch of mystery. So she's not there, you hear something else going on, and her song and her melody also gives it this melodic feel in Fall Fair Sweet. So needless to say, right now, Fall Fair Sweet is the winner. It's my winner so far, personally. I like it better than waiting for the drop. Let's continue this ride and see what I think. Hey, it's Ashley. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll sing with you soon. Bye!